Hi, our behind the scenes series continues, showing areas of our East Metropolitan Health Service hospitals that you may not have seen before or even know much about. Cameras from our communications department spent about an hour in each area, capturing their stories. A huge thanks to everyone who took part. Enjoy the series and thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Pete. Welcome to the Kalamunda kitchen. We are a specialised kitchen and a specialised hospital that involves in end-of-life care, palliative care, as in day hospice. We tend to try to make sure that everybody here is treated as nicely and as beautifully as towards the end of life as possible. Every one of my team members is highly qualified and had that special thing that allows them to see beyond the normal. Because you have to be thinking outside of the box, just in case. You never know what's going to change. Most of our food here is cooked on site, probably about a good 80%. 20% of it is brought in, just smaller things to make our job just a little bit easier. Everything's designed to be just small portions. We make our jellies up fresh, our custards made up fresh, and little things that you wouldn't think about, small amounts of food, just to make sure that they're all okay. And we're always looking for some of the brought in stuff. We're always looking for things that are compliant to make sure that there's no problem with what they're having to eat, what they're going to consume. Little things like little bottles of milk instead of large ones, because they'll drink half. And they've got things to keep their. It's also about keeping their mind interested in things that are going on around them. So I'm just cutting stuff smaller, because this is for people who have need soft meals. So we just like to make sure it's got to be a correct size, or no bigger than the correct size, so that there's no problem with them. Anyone's got swallowing difficulties. So as an example, today we have beefsteak pie. So it's all going to be lovely and soft on top, because there's another thing to remember about end-of-life people, that some of them struggle with in relation to how they eat because of stomach problems, throat problems. I'm just making sure. I like gravy. I was about to make sure they've got they've got to have some fluid on top of the pie. I did my apprenticeship as an Italian chef at Mama Maria's restaurant in North Beach way back in the late 70s. The way that chefs were treated back in the early days, because I'm so old, the early days was not the best. And I thought, oh yeah, I'd stay for a year. But now, 38 years later, I'm still here because I enjoy what I do. I love helping people. And it's something you can't buy. Having a reasonable sense of humor and engaging in people is very important in our profession. People make the mistake of leaving random bits of paper on my desk. And when I do, unfortunately, the first thing that happens is I have to draw on them. It's probably a weird hobby in a sense, but I'll do this. And I'll write a patient's name on it, or a nice little phrase like, have a lovely day. And I'll put it on their trays. So it's just to lift them up, because, they need every little bit of encouragement that I did a scholarship for art back when I was a teenager. It's just a little thing I do. It's about centering your mind. I put that on his tray in the morning, so he had someone to know that someone was there to watch him when he passed away. The hardest thing is to try and disconnect. But, you're in the place where you really can't disconnect. It's very important to have that little bit of emotional attachment to the people, because you're there to care for them. You're there to make them feel special and allow them to enjoy the last parts of their life. Yes, sometimes it is hard, and you do go home and you do have a bit of a session. But, that's what we're here for. That's the job, and that's what's important to what we do.